Don't worry, it's not from the cafeteria. I had to get some air, so I walked over to Java.
Thanks. How's Chris? Is he woken up yet?
He hadn't last time I checked, but his vital signs were really good, and Dr. Dixon said this was the best case scenario. That I'm sorry, that was insensitive.
No, it's okay. It's okay. That's good.
You look exhausted. Why don't you skip the coffee, go home and sleep for a couple hours, and I promise I'll call you if
No,
anything...
Allison, I'm not going anywhere until I know that Chris has woken up and the surgery is a success.
It was, Luke. But the recuperative period, it's very long, and you might not get your answer right away.
I know that. I'm still staying.
I understand. Look, do me a favor and just take a seat and go easy on yourself. Just promise me you'll take care of yourself.
Chris has to make it. He has to live.
I'll go check and see if there's any news. He was in love with Reid. I mean, I don't even know if he knew it himself, but if you saw the two of them together, it was obvious they were crazy for each other.
What?
It's good news. I didn't get to go inside myself, but everyone else is in there, and the ICU staff told me that he's awake. And that Dr. Dixon said that he's really encouraged, and cardiac surgeons never say things like that.
And how's Reid's heart?
It's beating. It's healthy. It saved Chris's life.
Yeah.
What happened to Reid was tragic, but at least his heart gets to live on. And if something so awful had to happen, at least Reid made sure something good came out of it.
Yeah, I guess.
That's just think of it, Luke. That's just... Reid was being Reid to the very end, always going to the bat for his patients. And if that doesn't say what kind of man he was...
Allison, can I ask you something?
Sure.
You were in the operating room during the surgery. What was it like for Reid when they took out his heart?
Operating rooms can be noisy, chaotic, but it was really peaceful. Respectful. Everyone in there knew Reid. They knew what he had done for Chris, how brave he was. It was very reverent. It was like everyone knew that life was being given to Chris while Reid was losing his. It was a sacred moment. But the most important thing to know, Luke, is that by the time that Reid got into that OR, he was gone. Okay, the machines were keeping him alive. He didn't even really look like himself anymore. The part that made Reid, Reid had already moved on. And I promise you that he was in no pain.
Thank you.
Do you want me to call someone to give you a ride home?
Yo.
Hey, one coffee, please.
Hey,
Hey.
what happened to you last night?
Huh?
It was my farewell dinner. Today's my last day before I leave for LA, remember?
Oh, my God. No, I'm so sorry. I completely lost track of time. I've been at the hospital for like 36 hours straight.
Was it a hard case or something?
Yeah, unbelievably hard. I have to talk to you about Reid Oliver.
No, you don't. Look, I'm glad I have my sight back, but the guy's still a jerk.
No, but...
Allison, really, don't. There's nothing you can say about Reid that I want to hear.
No, he's dead. Oh, Luke, I'm so glad you came home.
Chris is awake. Doctors think he's gonna make it.
Well, that's great news. So sorry about Reid. How are you holding up?
They said that there was a donor heart for Chris at Bay City. But then some surgeon there decided to pull rank and took it. And you know, Reid, he he got in his car and he was gonna drive all the way there and get that heart back for Chris, but his car stalled on the railroad tracks, and he didn't make it out. But he didn't die right away, so they took him to the hospital. And I was there. I just wanted to be there for him, but he gave me the power of attorney, and I didn't want it. I just wanted to be there. He made me promise that Chris would get his heart if it was a match. And it was.
That was a very heroic thing to do.
Everybody keeps saying that.
It's the most selfless thing I've ever heard.
They harvested everything. His liver, both kidneys, his cornea. Somebody's gonna be out there looking through Reid's eyes. And his skin. His skin. They use it for burn victims. I didn't know that.
Oh, baby, what can I do to help?
Can you just make it so this never happened?
Is Luke all right?
No, not really. He hasn't slept. He's standing guard at the hospital. He said he didn't want to leave until he knew Chris was going to make it. And now it looks like that he will. I think it's just going to hit him. Everything happened so fast that he didn't have time to think about it, but now
Now he's got nothing but time.
he loved Reid. No, and I'm sorry. I'm not saying that to make you feel bad.
No, it's okay. I knew that. I just, I feel so bad for Luke. I mean, I can't even imagine what he must be feeling right now.
Look, I know you're leaving town, and I know the two of you haven't been talking, but he really needs you.
Thank you. That was the hospital. They want to know what I want to do with Reid's body.
Look, I'm sorry. You don't have to handle this alone. Just tell us what we can do.
He gave me power of attorney, so it's my job to find his next of kin, but I don't even know where to start. He didn't have a will. I don't think he had any family members.
Sweetie, come here. Take a deep breath. You do know best. You do know what he'd want you to do.
But what if I don't know him as well as I thought I did?
You do, baby.
Look, you can do this. I know you can. For Reid. To honor everything that he's done.
And your daddy is right. You don't have to do any of this alone. This is my Holden. And this is my son, Luke. This is Mr. Mortimer from the funeral home. Please have a seat.
Are you the family of the deceased?
No. I guess I'm the closest thing he had to one. He gave me the power of attorney, so I'm going to be handling the arrangements.
As far as we know, he didn't have any blood relatives.
Yeah, his parents are dead, and he was an only child. But like I said, I've got the paperwork.
I'm sorry, but without authorization from Mr. Oliver's family...
It's Dr. Oliver, and he wanted me to make the arrangements.
I can't handle the arrangements without permission of a relative.
Is this a gay thing? Because I don't have the energy for it right now, all right?
It also happens to be a matter of law.
Yes, but that's not why you're refusing us, is it?
Obviously, we've hired the wrong man for the job. Will you leave my house now?
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Luke, listen, we'll find someone else to help us out.
Yeah, but that guy said that it's the law. I mean, even the hospital says that they need a next of kin to figure out what to do with the body. So what am I going to do?
You know what? It's okay. We'll take